Um, Now we're doing a second demo after Qi Baishi's uh, cliff house. This is a small almond leaf also. So I'm going to draw this cliff first. I use a little bit ink. I just use whatever remaining ink. I think that's all. It depends on what we have. Usually we just since I got dark, I may just start with the trees, and then when it's light, I do the rock. Okay. So this composition is like a reverse L, with the vertical and horizontal, but all the elements is basically vertical still. So the tree is going up like this tall, I think. This much. This much. And see although the leaves going down, but it's pointing up like an arrowhead, like a Christmas tree. So very firm strokes, I see. And you can paint very slowly, even though it's dry, you don't have to reload, just go slow, kind of like that. Some leaves cover the center, the trunk. Not necessarily symmetrical, but just keep the trunk in mind if you don't indicate it. This is a tall one, and I see some up and downs here, so I would do the front one first, right? Usually, so this one is lower. Exaggerate that. I try to exaggerate each different, in terms of width and height. Okay. Also, pay attention on the level of the root. If it's in the front, it must be lower. If it's in the back, it must be higher. And this one goes like that. And links to the overlapping with this one. And this actually is one of the tallest, right? So I can just keep eye on the master and without looking my hand, use my the rest vision to see my own painting. So this way I painted the feeling of it, not the trace, So this overlapping part needs to be a little bit softer. Just use clean water add to the brush to start to soften it a little bit, to blend it in a little bit, and before it dries, it's a good idea. And just add water. And this kind of stroke is different. The trunk is always hold the brush straight. this is the eye stopper. You need to pull the eye in a little bit. But this, you don't want to make an emphasis on the margin, so you want to make it lighter. When it's close to the margin, it should be lighter. Let's do it later when the brush is right in the value. So let me just continue the groove, the force. So this one is behind, right? And here's another one. Can I squeeze in there? It's going tall. So overlapping. Little bits of white, very important to keep. Oh, here is overlapping, so they don't isolate. I can add another one, maybe, if needed. There's a mountain in the middle. Okay, it's just to connect them. So I call large, medium, and a jumper. Connect them. Okay. Look at the whole forest, not just individual. So you're going to get lost. That's pointing to back to the cliff here. Okay, this one is a little bit isolated from the others, so just make sure. And just add water. I tend to isolate them, so need to connect. I just use mountain maybe. Okay, now let's do the big part. When we have time, we can always go back to details. Here is the cliff, as we described. It's like a balloon rising. Look at those secret script we talked about. The Y there, right? Yeah. Okay, good. You still remember that, obviously. And the wrinkle goes on the outer contour to kind of foil out the light. There are some vegetation, maybe grass or bushes, whatever. Don't paint them like paint them like my hairstyle. Okay, got it. Not like hair, too much hair.
Is that vegetation that's
yeah,
going
it's
downwards?
Grass, something, something. But do them like an orchid leaf, with some leaf, some crossing, some dense and sparse maybe. So this is a real picture of today's a tourist attraction. a guy built this on the top of a cliff. His residence, I think, spending 5 years building a little rice paddy there. It's called the Garden of Gods, on the cliff. Yeah, garden on the cliff. And he charges like 2 yen to take a picture of to see something like that. So it become a very famous place in Zhangjiajie. It's a famous national park in China. Oh, you know, avant-garde. The first episode, the floating mountain, is modeled there. Zhangjiajie, yeah. Floating mountain is the original model. It's Zhangjiajie. Right. So it's very unbelievable, surreal. That's the word, right? It's like dream landscape. So this house, right on top, that looking down. So when you actually, your standing point is right here, right? Probably, but when you paint the vertical element, you elevate with the elevator. Just you don't have to paint the things under the eave. You still see the roof here, right? The roof. Okay, that's about it. And now the mouse dots for the last thing will be the distant mountain, I think. So this dots is like a little tip concealed stroke, but there's a direction, of the tip at the end, maybe, that gives a root. So it's a rounded, how to describe? It should be dancing or popping on the surface like this. See, that's good move. Dot, yeah. Dot like. You can go slower. Let me just finish dark and then do the light. Okay, now add some water. Add some water. Rhythm is more important than. Okay. This like little trees or bushes. Okay. Now to the last layer. It's pretty light. Can't believe how light it is. try. I think there's some missing trees here. Add a little more. I think it should go this way. Ah. There's no camel back here, huh? Just add water. And just leave this white trunk. And some white there. That's a little too dark. Let me see what we can do about that. Oh, here's another mountain. The mountain serves like backdrop, bring them together. The arrowhead need to be very defined. Let's go pointing to the cliff. Okay. It should feel rising. Okay. I think this move should be down a little bit. Let me try. What we can do to yeah. You see, it lightens if I just add water. It washes out a little bit. That's good. And the secret of this paper is it has detergent in it, so it might work better with some heat. So I just dry it with iron. Let's see. Let me just use this. It tried lighter anyway. Let's just redefine this mountain a little bit. And then let's see, right here. Yeah, he hid his name here. I was thinking to write a poem. Let me just write very small. It could be here. Or I can write there. I'll just write here. Oh, this is so smear. It's still wet, I think. Well, that's good. It created some poetic. I translated it for you. No. Okay, it says 常住烟霞梦已清，meaning 常 meaning often live in the mist and the clouds. Dream become clean or pure. Okay. Maybe we'll just sign here. Dream become purified or clean. Okay. So the clouds mist just blurred. That's good. That's okay. Thank you for good encouragement. Thank you. I think we just leave that. That's okay. You know, not it's poetic painting always don't care the form. It's just the expression and the a little bit prompt to imagine. In the mind, the image is complete in the viewer's mind. So you just provide some directions, you know, for them, suggestions, very suggestive approach. So that's you know how to interpret this. I think that it doesn't have the title. I gave it title. I hope to help you to understand the mind landscape. What I mean by mind landscape. I want to ground this a little bit, maybe. Okay. Don't overwork.
Don't overwork it.
Yeah. So that's all for today, and you can try one more time at home and show me next week maybe. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Thank you. Take a picture of it.